my wife bought me and a shirt that my wife bought me. And I was supposed to have here tonight because I ended up talking too long to some former alumni. Because I hope you understand being an old orphan, that feels good. There are so many things here that we start to look at and precious memories, how they linger, how they touch your soul. Every one of you tonight are looking at those precious memories. First of all, as I talk about that, the most precious part of me right now is my family. My wife Karen, will you please stand up? And it's from Lakota, Indian from the, should I say, Pine Ridge? No. Okay. And my son, John, will you stand up? And your son, Elijah. And your daughter, Julia, if she's around. John did something not many people could do. He became my first national champion. He was also a state champion, and he took over wrestling after he retired and helped save my program at a tough time. John, I really appreciate that. My daughter, Michelle, she's a national champion in her own right. And her husband, Oak, are they there? Okay. And Keziah, the daughter. Thank you for all the good memories, Michelle. Also, I want to thank some people that aren't here tonight. It would be Frank Kurtenbach from Electronics, who I wrestled with. He wanted to come here. Another one, Dan Snowball, who's done a lot for me in wrestling. But the two other people I would like to mention tonight, one that really surprised me, Dave Kenny, a wrestler who wrestled with me in Brookings. Where are you, Dave? Are you still here? Way back there. And then Jan Nelson, whom I call my brother. Where's Jan? Judge Jan Nelson, will you please stand up? And then from Southwest Minnesota State University, I'd like Bill Muscolo, Chris Iwaluski, I think I pronounced that right. Yep. And also Jesse Nelson, the new wrestling coach at Southwest State. Are you guys here? And my niece, Lori Sterner. Lori can't stand up, so she's waiting. And she's been a wonderful part of the family. I also want to thank the committee for nominating me for this awesome honor. And I want all the wrestlers that were here today, please stand up in this room right now. Earlier at 2 o'clock because some of them, it's being Easter. It takes a lot of work for some people coming here that type of year. And I really appreciate all those wrestlers that didn't come. And thank you to the committee again. And jury to your peers. When your peers elect you in this year, that means a lot to me that wrestling people put me into this Hall of Fame. I thank you very much. Then this afternoon, I told the story about Frank Kurtenbach and about a song I always liked when I was in a wrestling match and I wanted to get fired up. Frank would look for the song by Verlin Hussey called On the Wings of a Snow White Dove. He sent his good, sweet love come flying from above. On the wings of a dove, and I would get home. And I was ready to wrestle. For one reason I brought that up is, yes, he sent me his love on the wings of a dove. Look at all those wrestlers that wrestled for me. That's not love. I can't express it any other way. So I want to thank the great one for sending me that dove and the wings, and on the wings of that dove, that great love for all those wrestlers. It was so beautiful. Wow. The only thing I can say to any one of these wrestlers, they're national champs, runner-ups, whatever, didn't place, Then you pen and help me win a duel. I had one rule in my heart. It's doing the best with what you got that lights the morning star. And these wrestlers, no matter what they're showing, would go out and fight. You know, I usually remember one time after wrestling in a national tournament at University of Central Oklahoma. After the match, some of the wrestlers were in a bar afterwards, and the University of Central Oklahoma coach told one of our wrestlers, "God, I hate wrestling people from Southwest State. They never stop. They just keep coming." I thought, wow. Yeah. And it's doing the best with what you got, life's the morning star. And so I always did the best with what I got, and I tried not to beat some of them, but it was one of the best I had. My twin brother John, who coached up at Moorhead. John, stand up. We ended up coaching each other in high school. We ended up coaching against each other in college, in Northern Southern Police Conference. And I always remember when we wrestled the first year at South Dakota State. Freshmen couldn't wrestle, so we just wrestled with the varsity people. And John and I would wrestle against each other. If somebody gave John a point, I was at that guy's throat saying he didn't score that point. If I got the point, John was doing the same thing. So Coach Williamson called us into the office after practice and said, "You two are never going to wrestle each other again in the next 4 years." We were competitive, and we still are. And it was fun to have a family like that, where we could do things together. We both grew up in the children's home in the Northeast and went to Boys Town. And we think that we learned from there how we have to live life with determination and spunk. But I'll never forget all the things that they said. And in closing, I just remember seeing something on television the other day, a trillionaire being put in jail for the rest of his life. Well, I'm no trillionaire, and I got the rest of my life with the Hall of Fame and the love that the Dove sent with all these wrestlers. Amen.